All right, we got James Madison and North Carolina. Next up, North Carolina, 10.5-point home favorites, 47.5 being the total in this game. Obviously, James Madison, but the great season last year. The question marks would be you lose Jordan McLeod. You lose a lot of the production from that great team last year. You lose Curt Cignetti as head coach. How would you respond this year? I don't know if we know yet just how good James Madison is, because you played Charlotte and you played Gardner-Webb in the first two games. And that's not saying a whole lot. And even the Gardner-Webb game, they were 36.5-point favorites. They won by 7. Not overly impressive in that game. Meanwhile, you've got North Carolina. They obviously had the narrow win against Minnesota in their opener. They really haven't played anybody of note since then either, Charlotte and NC Central. So two kind of unknowns. I'm not comfortable laying 10.5 with North Carolina, but I don't know if I've seen enough in James Madison to make me a believer yet. I still need to see more. I mean, to only beat, Gardner-Webb 13-6 and only put up 269 yards of offense and have your quarterback not throw a touchdown pass and throw 2 interceptions, Riddell, who was not very good in that game for James Madison. That definitely does, Barnett, 14 for 22, 135 yards. Alonzo Barnett, he just was not that impressive. Now he's going on the road against, let's say, North Carolina's got flaws galore. We know that. And, of course, they lost Max Johnson for the season. So now they're relegated to their quarterback, too, under center for them in Connor Harrell. So, we'll see how that goes. Now, again, pretty solid against Charlotte. Let's see how he does here against a little bit better opponent. So lots of unknowns here, but default, take the dog if you're not sure. And I still feel a little more comfortable taking JMU plus 10.5 than laying it with North Carolina in this kind of a price range. C-Mac, what do you think?
I think you have to. I mean, with the unknown at quarterback, I think for both these teams, really, but for North Carolina, this team's been awful. This team sucks, ATS. They just can't cover numbers. They couldn't last year. They haven't this year. One game that I wish I put a little bit of money on was Charlotte. And they were getting 21, and it was still, they barely covered, but they got up some points. James Madison's just played so slow, and they haven't really the unknown here. They beat Charlotte. They, both these teams, right? They beat Charlotte this year. They both played them. Yeah.
Common
one
opponent.
Week after the other. Common opponent there. I mean, how do you not lean to JMU? There's tons of question marks. North Carolina's their defense. I still don't think it's very good, but this is a low total and not a very flashy JMU offense that's shown here the first few weeks at all. So yeah, I lean James Madison. How can you not want to take the 10.5 here?
And it might be an under because North Carolina's playing slower now. Quarterback concerns. They've actually been trending under here early in the season. Their defense does look like it's a little bit better. And obviously James Madison's a work in progress on offense. So, yeah, the under might be the look here if you're going to bet the total in this game. All right.